My question is simple. Like, from what you can tell, what trends are you seeing, if any, in our industry? People that are selling information products, coaching, online businesses. What trends are you seeing, if any, that we can glean some wisdom from going into 2025? What's working? What's not? Anything that you can glean is probably useful for the audience.
I'm just going to paint a little bit of a picture of what the last couple of years have looked like, because I think that will help us to understand where we're kind of at as an industry right now. So during the pandemic, from 2020 to 2022, it was a very nerve-wracking period of time, I think, for everybody. At the very start of it, a lot of business owners were like, is my business going to fall apart? Are people going to stop buying things? And what we saw a lot of our clients' businesses absolutely boom. 2020, 2021 especially, a number of our clients had the biggest years they've ever had. The reason for that is people were stuck at home more.
Yep.
They had more time to spend on the internet. People were investing more in hobbies and developing new skills and even starting businesses themselves. And so we saw tremendous growth that then by 2022 and 2023, especially our seven-figure clients, they started to scale up their operations, invested more in their operations, because they're like, oh, my business is just going to triple or quadruple every year and I'm going to be a billionaire. And it's like, no, I don't think we were paying attention to market conditions, which as soon as the world opened up again and people were getting out, all of a sudden we saw people less engaged online. People having less time now to invest in skills and hobbies because kids are back in school, going on vacations, have to get back into the office. On top of that, we also saw right around 2020, I think that was when the iOS update changed. Facebook ads got more expensive, and then tracking what was going on with people who are clicking your ads. Now we were lacking visibility on that. So what we've seen, I think a lot of business owners struggling with right now is lead generation, because again, I know that we're not in a lockdown, but we're still dealing psychologically with the side effects of the pandemic. People still want to get out of their houses. People are still nervous about the economy and about a post-pandemic world. And especially this year, you throw in an election year, you throw in some crazy inflation since 2020, like some of the highest inflation we'll probably ever see in our lifetimes, or our children may even see. And it turns into a situation where our smaller clients are either faltering and literally just going, I can't get anyone's attention, or they're booming. They're seeing opportunity in this economy because they go, oh, people are still doing the old tactics from like 3, 4, 5 years ago, and those tactics don't work anymore. And they're figuring out what is grabbing people's attention online, and they are growing. But we have to understand that social media engagement is down if you're using the old tactics to grab people's attention. Facebook ads aren't working as well as they used to if you're still using those old tactics. So I think we have more competition in the online space. There's more online businesses than there have ever been, and there will continue to be. There's plenty of room for everyone in this space. But I think for anyone who's been in this game for a while, we've had a lot of conversations with clients going, you have to shift the way you think about your business. You have to, whatever you felt comfortable with before, you have to start to examine that and figure out what are the market conditions now and how do you show up and serve people in these market conditions. Newer business owners, they don't know what it was like 7 years ago. They only know what's going on now. And so they have an advantage from a mindset standpoint to be like, well, I'm not attached to what the past was because I didn't have a business in the past. I've only been doing this a couple years. And I think they have an advantage to come in and establish themselves and sort of replace some of the maybe old guard that's been in this industry and whatever niche you're in. And so that's where I think the opportunity is yes, it's harder to generate leads than I think it's ever been in the history of the online space, but also the people who are paying attention to what it takes to drive leads and aren't attached to the way things were in the past. Those are the businesses who are going to grow and scale and have the right mindset to go into this sort of new economy in the online space.